What's up, man? This is Jump Around Podcast. We jump from here there to a little bit everywhere. And we back one more again with my boy Tommy. What's happening, bro?
What's happening, man? I'm chilling, bro. How you doing?
Hey, man. Cool.
Oh,
Hey, before we get started, y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that bell as well for me. Make sure y'all stay all the way to the end of the video. Cause y'all gonna miss some gems. You know what I'm saying? You know, we always dropping gems in here. Oh yeah, check your shirt out, man. Shout out my boy, Solid Quality, man. Y'all go check these shirts out. Go get and get one of these. But what you got for me
yeah.
today, my boy? What's going on in the world?
Man, I just want to say there ain't too much going on, but uh, first things first, I wanna talk to you a little bit. So, how you been doing, man? What you been up to? What's life looking like? You been in a good mood recently? Everything been going your way, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, everything don't go your way all the time, but making progress. You know what I mean? A lot of work
Word.
been getting done. You know what I'm saying? Had to go little self realizations. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward as a person and moving forward in some business. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you know, I'll be able to get a lot of people nice things like this. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me.
Yeah. Yeah. So are we getting ready to announce that soon?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Hell
once
yeah.
everything get officially in the works, give me a few weeks. When I have something to show, I'll have a presentation,
Hell yeah.
basically. Yeah,
Hell
be
yeah.
ready
That's
for
good
that.
looks, man. And that's cool. So is there any goals that you have set for the finishing out the rest of the year 2025 that you can share with us today?
Getting this YouTube up so we can reach more ears. You know what I'm saying? Reach more
Yeah.
followers. You know what I'm saying? Get it all the way up, maybe. Man, we can get like 10K subs by the end of the year. That'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah.
help me way out with that. And other than that, you know what I'm saying? Elevate with my little side businesses. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
Hell yeah. 10K subs would be fucking great by the end of the year. So
That'd be
y'all go hit the
crazy.
subscribe button, bro.
That'd be crazy.
but that sounds like a good ass goal to me. You know what I mean? You know, you gotta. I feel like everybody needs to make sure that you set a goal, and then not only just set your goal, but set smaller goals to reach that one goal. See what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
You gotta have the steps.
Yeah, add your steps in there, type shit.
Well, hey, what about you, my boy? How you living, man? How you doing? You good,
Man,
man?
I'm chilling, bro. I've been living good. I've been eating good. You know what I'm saying?
Damn
I've
right.
been, I've been, I've been moving around a lot, running around a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I've been working. I've been putting that fucking work in. You know what I'm saying?
Type
And
shit.
it's been a ride. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing more than that. Than I'm happy with where I'm at.
For
I
sure.
love where I'm at. I can't wait for the future for sure because I know there's so much. Just based off what I got right now, God's blessed me a lot. So I just can't wait for the blessings to come.
For
You know
sure.
what
For
I'm saying?
sure.
Because I accepted these. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't take these for granted whatsoever. So I know He's gonna bless me some more. And so just waiting on those. But other than that, I'm chilling, man. I've been doing great, bro.
Damn right. That's good. That's good. Love to hear it, my boy, for sure. I love to hear when my folks
Absolutely.
doing good.
But we're gonna jump into straight into some not so good news.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Because I know you had to hear about it. There ain't no way you didn't hear about it. I know we haven't talked a little bit, but um they Trump posted on Twitter,
Uh huh.
right? And so this was 4 days ago or so that and I we struck Iran with three missiles
Yeah.
to three of their nuclear sites.
Yeah. I heard.
And um, according to Trump and his eyes, everything went according to plan and everything like worked out flawlessly, and everything like that. And so,
Right.
like, we'll start with the first question based off that information I just gave you. Is why do you think it is that he just pulled the string? Because he has to he has to ask Congress. So let me ask you this first. He's legally not allowed to do what he just did, shoot missiles into Iran, without getting Congress to back him because it's not a national emergency.
Right.
So, in your opinion, do you think that was a smart move on his end or not?
Well, when I heard this, I did a little bit of research, you know, and from what I saw, I would have to somewhat agree with that move, only because that, Iran having that type of weaponry, nuclear weaponry, is very dangerous because, that's a very dangerous place. Those people are very prone to violence and they're quick to pull the trigger. They're quicker than anybody to pull the trigger. So I feel like that was
Yeah.
like a preemptive strike to prevent catastrophe. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. So, and that to me is a little bit crazy. But personally, it's only crazy to me is because I did it in the middle of the night when everybody was sleeping. He called somebody. He called those people and was like, "Launch that shit." But
How
the
is he gonna do
three,
it?
apparently only two of them hit. Only two of them actually hit two nuclear sites. One of them completely missed, didn't even hit on target, and I don't think even exploded, or it did explode, it just didn't hit on target. Um, and according to the Iranians,
Hmm.
it didn't do any damage to their nuclear facilities, right? And so I have a question for you, right?
Hmm.
Do you think that it is logical to bomb a place that is possibly housing uranium or nuclear weapons? You know what I'm saying? Something, if that shit was ignited, that that could decimate everything inside the bunker, and
Well,
who fucking knows outside? You know what I'm saying?
well, this is this is just my opinion because I'm not like a bomb specialist or no shit like that. But
Right, right, right.
check me out. I feel like if that was the case, they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Because that would cause a catastrophe. So I feel like in those bunkers where they have that shit, they have the supplies to make all that stuff, but they don't have it armed and ready to where it would explode if ignited. You know what I mean? Like separate is not shit until you put it together. I think that's how it works with bombs, right?
Word. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how bombs work, so I mean, I suppose like if it's not all together, you know what I mean.
I mean that's
And then
just
I
that's
guess
just
you
like the
would
best
also
theory
be
I could come up
probably
with.
smart enough to separate what is explosive and the valuable versus what's not.
Then again, we are talking, he could just be like, well, I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be them blowing up. Bomb it. I don't know. I hope not, but
Yeah, true.
you never know with these people, bro. When it comes to war and shit, I'm not a war guy. I believe in peace.
Yeah, see, that's my whole thing. It's like I don't want war with them. You know what I mean? And supposedly, Trump went over there. He like added a treaty. He ceasefire. They had a ceasefire in 12 hours. He gave them 12 hours to ceasefire Israel and Iran,
Hmm.
and they did until Israel shot some, or no, Iran shot our military base, blew up our military base in Qatar,
Mm. I
and
got a question.
some. Go ahead.
So he pulled out a 12-hour treaty. Like, what was gonna happen if they just like, man, fuck that treaty? Like, what was gonna do?
I mean, I guess that's the same question you would ask at any time point in time period. You know what I mean? Because like right now we're under peace treaties with every country,
Right.
but at any point in time, they could logistically go, you know what, fuck this dude. You
Right.
know?
Which I mean, they kind of already saying that. But I mean, honestly, to be real, I'm not even political for real. Like, I don't really get into politics and shit. It's just like if I hear about something, I research it just so like I know the facts. But I don't really get into politics at all because, to be honest, everything that all the information that's given to us, most of it is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I really don't get into it because you really, unless you have the sources to know what's said behind closed doors, you're not gonna really know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to have some like insider sources to really
Right.
be able to know what's actually going on. I think that's why, to be honest, and I think this is gonna sound crazy. I think that's why TikTok got so like bad with wanting like not wanting it in America or not wanting it in any country for that matter, because China doesn't even use TikTok, you know what I mean, because it's so easy for somebody to just pull out their phone and start recording and then post
Yeah.
it and it go crazy viral, you know what I mean, and everybody's seen it in a matter of
Well, I
seconds.
mean, you can do that with any app nowadays. You know what I mean? Not just TikTok. The
Yeah,
problem with
true.
TikTok is the short form videos and people scrolling all day and hypnotizing themselves. That's the problem with TikTok.
Yeah. Word. Let's get into that. Let's get into that because that's a deep topic right there, bro. So elaborate a little bit more on that.
I mean, think about it. Most people nowadays are not gonna watch a video that's over 10 minutes long. Not even 5 minutes for real. Like they're gonna go and scroll between a video that's like 30 seconds to 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna scroll through that all
Words.
day and just most of them videos just feeding them bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's not really feeding them no information. Cause you can't really get no real information off a 10 to 30-second video. I don't care what nobody says.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you getting fed bullshit all day, constantly, hours a day, you just scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Man, a weak-minded person, but I ain't even gonna say a weak-minded person. Anybody can get hypnotized by it. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's how I feel
I
about it.
definitely agree with that. It's like because I mean scientifically, you know, when you do anything that is satisfactory to yourself, you know what I mean, or satisfactory, um, your brain sends shots of dopamine to your head,
Hmm.
or your body somehow. Since I don't know how the fuck it functions, I just know it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
It's just like taking the
it
drugs.
sends dopamine to your head,
Yeah.
to your brain. And that goes with anything. When you're working out and you start getting, you know, you really getting into it, it sends dopamine to your brain. When you're playing video games, you know what I mean?
Yep.
When you're working on, for me, when I'm working on
But
business, I get dopamine.
you know what the flip side to it is? What it also does? It
Hmm.
also keep a lot of people depressed because you scrolling all day and your phone listen to you. So if you say, "Oh, I'm feeling sad," or you say some shit like, "Oh, why you sad?" You're gonna see sad shit all day on your phone, and then it's just gonna keep you sad because you're seeing sad shit all day, video after
Right.
video, sad shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even for me, what I was thinking is like the kind of different, but kind of the same is that the dopamine, like after it keeps sending shots of dopamine to your brain, you know what I mean? Um, you eventually get tolerance to it, just like anything else. You know what I mean? Just like, you
Right.
know, marijuana or cigarettes, nicotine, whatever you want to call it.
And fuck up your
Is
attention span.
you get a tolerance to it, and now you, as soon as you stop doing that action, your brain no longer creates dopamine for itself because, well, you were giving it to it. You were feeding the dopamine. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't need to make its own anymore. You were giving it so much. Just like anything else, you know,
That's
just like
crazy.
with nicotine.
That's deep. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I'm glad I ain't got a brain like that. Nah, fuck. I don't know. I can. Shit, honestly, don't really get on TikTok like that anymore.
Yeah. The only thing I use TikTok for is work purposes, you know, but
Yeah.
other than that,
Cause I
I
mean,
don't.
think about it, bro. Your attention span gonna be trash if you can only pay attention for 10 to 30 seconds.
And
Goddamn.
to be honest, my main thing is like, you know, you don't have much time in the day. You got 24 hours in a day, right? And let's say that you do work that 9 to 5. You know, you just got done with an 8-hour shift and you get off at 5. Sun, typically, if it's the summertime, the sun's going down at 8 o'clock, right? So
Right.
you're going down at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? So you can repeat the process again tomorrow. I think I got a few hours in the day to be able to actually do things. And so you spend that last little bit of the day just scrolling through your phone to kind of make up in your head, make it up the time that you spent not having fun.
That is crazy. Damn. Hey, that is crazy you
Did I
put
get
that
too
like
deep on you?
that.
Did I get too deep
Nah,
on you?
like I've never heard somebody put it like that. Like you sit hours on your phone after you get off work scrolling to make up the time you didn't have to yourself. If people do that, that is crazy. Cause
Now,
like I,
like I said, I'm not a certified doctor, so nobody take me seriously whatsoever. But I have done research in health and stuff like that, and just came across that study. But I mean, y'all can feel free to search it up yourself and make sure, and fact check me absolutely. But yeah,
no,
I'm
no,
pretty
no.
sure
You
that.
absolutely right though, and I get it. Cause you can compare it to this. Think about it. Cause most of the time when I get off work, if I don't have like if I have a free day, I'll go play my game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this is my me time. I was at work all day. This is my me time. This is what I'm
Hmm.
doing.
And that's what a lot of times that's what people will say were to make up to themselves or give them a reason that it's okay for them to be, in a sense, I wouldn't say lazy, but just not do what they're
Hmm.
wanting to do in that moment. Well, I just got off work. I won't do it right now because I just got off work, and
I'm
then
tired.
like I know me, I'm ADHD. You know what I mean? So I'll completely forget about that, and then be walking around. My ADHD's terrible.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't believe in ADHD, and I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
why. This is
I
why I don't
rest.
believe in it. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with you at all. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with anybody that's deemed so-called ADHD. Because think about it like this. You say you forget about stuff, right? Because your mind always racing other shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have an active mind, bro. You're supposed to be like that, I feel like. You pay
Yeah.
attention, you're observant. You see something that catches your attention, you observe it, you think about it. You think about all kind of shit. Your brain is active. Cause
Yeah.
think about it like this, bro. If you got something you really interested in, you can focus on that shit for hours,
Oh
right or
yeah.
wrong.
Absolutely.
So how are you ADHD? How is it you can if it's something you're interested in, you can focus on it, but something that's just random or you're not really that interested in, you don't pay no
Well,
attention. That's normal.
that's what ADHD is.
I-
Attention.
That's normal, bro. I feel like that's normal. I
I
don't feel like there's
agree
nothing
with
wrong
you.
with you.
I agree with you there. I don't think that ADHD is necessarily a fault or like a problem with the human brain or human programming, the human system,
I
whatever
look
you want to
at it
call
as,
it.
bro,
I don't
you
think
just
it's a
got more
problem.
energy than the average person. That's all I look
Yeah.
at it as. You're more energetic.
Yeah. What I'll say is like for me personally, like I'll just give you a quick example, right? So like imagine I'm walking through my house and let's
Hmm.
say it's dirty or whatever it is, and I'm walking through my house and I'll go, "Ooh, I want some Sprite." I'll go pick up the Sprite, drink the Sprite. Then I'll look over and I'll realize there's cups on the counter. Oh, I could have poured myself some Sprite. Oh wait, there's ice in the fridge. I'm gonna go get some ice out of the fridge. I'm gonna go make me a cup. Then by the end of that, I left everything on the counter because I've done forgot about everything else over here, and I'm like, oh, now I got my cup of Sprite, right? And now anything that I lock my eye on is now what I'm going to be focused on. So or whatever I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? So like for me personally, is like If I'm not interested in the topic, my mind is blank. I can't hear anything. I don't see anything. Like, it's my mind is gone. You know what I mean? I'm hyper focused in my own head with the thoughts and ideas or
I
whatever
don't
that's
feel
going
like
on.
there's nothing wrong with that. Cause think of it like this, bro. That's just your gears turning, bro. Your gears supposed to turn. You know what I'm saying? It's just like somebody having an old beat down in '87 Honda Civic that's on his last leg gears turning versus this brand new 2025 Corvette gears turning. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
Corvette. You know what I'm saying? Your gears gonna turn and you gonna zoom faster than that car, than the other car. You know what I mean?
right.
And so far as like, you forgetting the other stuff, bro, man, the way the human brain works, bro, when we receive information, we gonna forget something. We can't store it all. We just can't. We don't work
Right.
like that. You know what I'm saying? We only store the important things for real, for real. Little small basic things we'll push out to bring in new information.
Word.
You
And
know?
then you have your long term memory, but that'll only be
Right.
like bits and pieces of like big childhood experiences or traumas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely agree that ADHD is not necessarily. I would not say that somebody who has ADHD is not just like any other normal person. I
Right.
think it might. I think that people tell you that this is how this is, so this is how you think. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. People, and then a lot of people self-diagnose too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
A lot of people
Word. A
try
lot
to
of people.
say, "Oh, I'm ADHD." No, you're just fucking. I don't want to call people stupid, but some of them are.
No, there are some stupid motherfuckers, and I wouldn't even call them stupid as just lacking common sense, common knowledge. And to
Proof.
be honest, it shouldn't be called common. That shit should be called
No,
scarce knowledge because it is
it should
scarce
just be
as
called
fuck.
sense. It shouldn't be called common sense, just sense. But check me out though.
Go
This
ahead.
this all right. You know how I say like when your gears are turning, your brain is thinking, your brain is active. Bro, if you talk to the average person, there's a lot of people out here, you can tell that they gears don't turn, bro. Like they don't really observe and think, and you know what I'm saying. Like you know how back in the day they had philosophers and there was only a few of them because they thought so deep about stuff. They
Word.
probably would have been deemed ADHD today. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
guarantee you they would have.
Yeah. Or even possibly introverted or whatever.
Exactly.
Or be labeled with some type of like, because I know people who are like just think really deep on shit and ponder on shit for a long time. They don't talk much, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, or whatever. And by the naked eye, you might say this person is depressed or this person is a sad looking person or this
No, they
person
just
is
be
just
thinking.
something's, you know what I'm saying.
Be thinking
But if
something
you
wrong
really
with
get to
them.
talking to the person, then you actually find that there's a character behind that
Excuse me.
stone philosopher type wall that they put up.
Right, exactly.
Which, I mean, if you follow or read into one philosopher I love, Marcus Aurelius, who was a
Say that name again.
Stoic philosopher.
Marcus what?
Marcus Aurelius,
Mm.
he was a Stoic philosopher, so he practiced Stoicism, which basically was the practice of controlling your emotions, not smiling when you didn't need to smile, but smiling even though, smile when you can smile or you're supposed to smile, but don't smile when you're not supposed to smile. Don't be mad when you're not supposed to be mad. Don't be angry when you're supposed to be not supposed to be angry. But more than anything, control all of those emotions. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
show anybody that you're angry. You don't have to show anybody that you're happy. You should, but you don't have to show anybody that. You know what I'm saying? And he was very stoic in the way a lot of people called him like the stone. Like he was very stone cold in the face. You know what I'm saying? When it came to facial
Right.
expressions, but it just practiced more of controlling your emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Honestly, as a man, you definitely need to know how to do that. Like, 'cause I mean, honestly, like Me personally, like most people see me, I'm a nice guy. I smile a lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cool cat. But when I'm out and about and I'm around like people I don't know or I'm like around other men, I ain't really smiling. Not to say I'm like being aggressive or just but it's like, nah, I gotta play it smooth. Just, you know,
Yeah,
you gotta have some type of awareness to you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to protect yourself, you know?
absolutely. And like, and what was it? There was a trend going on forever. It was like not letting them know your next move, and it
Hmm.
was basically like people like over exaggerating, doing the opposite thing of what some
People
people would
always do
think you were doing.
that. They kill me with that shit. But no, you
That
do
shit
have
was
to
funny as
have
fuck.
some type of level of danger to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
Yeah,
to say you have to be a dangerous person, but so far as being out in today's world, you have to have some type of level of danger to you because it's just not safe out here anymore.
I wouldn't say you would have to be have some danger to you, as just more so willing to impose danger if you had to.
Right. Don't, yeah. I'm about to say, I might have had bad wordplay with that because honestly, like, and this would be quoted by somebody that I heard on a podcast say, to combat evil, you have to be able to enact that same evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, if you
yeah.
want to win a fist fight, you gotta know how to throw a punch, right? Take a punch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. It's like if you want to take down these people, if you want to take down a dictator, you've got to
Be
know
capable
how
of
a
the same
dictator
thing.
thinks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely, yeah, no, I get that for sure. But I definitely agree. I think that if people understood how to articulate their words and and understood how to control their emotions and understood how to read other people's emotions, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That it would better the world a lot because
It
you
would.
can meet a person like you, for instance, let's say. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when me and you first met, it wasn't all smiles
Yeah, we ain't know each
and
other.
giggles and nothing like that. You know, you were cool. Don't get me wrong. You were friendly. You were friendly as fuck. I'm not saying you were rude or a mad person or nothing like that.
Nah.
But from initial seeing you over here, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and me over here, you had a demeanor about you. You know what I'm saying? And this stance that you kind of had to
Cause
stand.
I didn't know y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how
Word.
I am. You know, like I'm gonna be on 10. You know, like I ain't gonna say I'm
Right.
gonna be on
Right.
10, but I'm on guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
I've been through
But
a
the
lot.
difference, what I'm saying is, that I want to point out is that you're really good at, even though you hold your demeanor, you know what I'm saying? You're still good about controlling your emotions and also reading other people's emotions and know when it's a good time to do this or to loosen up your demeanor or
Right.
whatever. You're really good at talking to people and you're really good at, being in those settings. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Cause honestly, when it comes to being a people person, I really at first I really wasn't a people person. Like you guys, my family. Growing up, I didn't talk a lot. I didn't talk at all growing up, for real, for real. But I noticed that people tend to gravitate towards me and like to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had people tell me some of the deepest secrets and ask me for advice. You know what I mean? So I took it as, you know, like not to say like, oh, I'm a therapist or nothing like that, but it's like, you know, I'm just good at like seeing people. You know what I mean? And I'm good at understanding them. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm able to see a situation outside of my own bias. You know what I mean? And sometimes it
And
do get hard to do that, but I'm able to do it, you know, and I'm able to like if somebody come to me and talk to me about something, I'm not gonna judge them. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're a bad person for this or that. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't care what you did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call you a bad person for it because I'm no better than you because I see it the same way you do. But I will say what you did was wrong. You know what I mean? If you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong, and that's what a lot of people appreciate about me because I'm gonna keep it real with you. But I'm not gonna talk down on you. Like I'm not gonna talk to you with anger. I'm not gonna talk to you with malice. I'm gonna talk to you with love, and that's it. Like that's my main thing. I give out love. You know, I guess that's why people gravitate towards me because I'm a loving person. You know, that's I mean I don't know how else to put it. You know, like I love to spread love. It feels good to do it, even if I don't receive it back. The fact that I gave it out and it helped you in whatever way it did, I'm cool with that. You know.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I agree. I feel like more people, if more people were like you, and just and I've seen it a little bit more with the generation coming up a little bit, but you know, just being so loving to others and just caring so much about other people,
Right.
you know what I mean, more than just themselves. I think that if you just cared just a little bit about somebody else, just a little bit more than you cared about yourself, then everybody in the world would be okay.
Exactly. Like, bro, you can attest to this. We don't work with motherfuckers. We don't even like them, but we still gonna look out for them on their job site. We ain't gonna let nothing happen to them.
Hell yeah. You once you put the man you put that you once you put that uniform on, bro, you're just regardless, like I didn't like what the fuck you said, but you're still the brother. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
still family.
Even outside the uniform, I'm still like, man, you can't come like stay in my hotel room, but I'll give you $2 so you can go get your own room. I'll help you out with
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let you sleep on the street. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think that if the world just had a little bit more of that, and we would all be alright.
For sure. Definitely for sure. I ain't gonna lie. One thing that I feel like would be inevitable with just us is human nature, bro. Somebody's gonna want to be dominant. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's gonna come to who is physically more endowed. Honestly, like when I say that, I mean like you gonna have to fight for that. You know what I mean? And honestly, I would rather it just be a fist fight, nothing with nobody dying or nothing like that. It's a regular old fist fight. That's how we used to
Word.
do it when we was kids. You got a problem with somebody, we fight about it, shake hands after.
Swear, man. And and I agree with fighting because like
Yeah, because sometimes you
I
just have to do that. Like, because don't get me wrong, sometimes people just cross the line, bro, and it's like it's kind of no talking about it. You know what I mean? Like you get
word.
to that point where it's like, no, it's no talking about it. Especially when it comes to men, like it's no talking about it. I would rather
No.
you go, y'all go in the backyards, fight it out, punch each other in the mouth about it, and then be cool after. You know what I mean? Don't
No,
even have it long
absolutely.
and drug out, getting on the internet and going live and pulling out guns and all that stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
they don't, man, a lot of dudes don't know how to be men no more,
Oh,
bro. We gotta get back masculine and traditional, bro. For real. They be acting like girls.
bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's actually getting bad, and I would say that, and you can let me know if this is true, and I know you agree to this, is why I'm
What's
saying
up?
it. But there's a line, and we'll say an imaginary line in the sand in front of you and this person, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter how you cross that line. Whether it be just the tip of your nose, the tip of your toe, the kick of your boot on the line. As soon as you cross that line, it's over with. There's no more talking about it. We're about to fight. We're about to handle it right now. Like, man, because you don't cross this invisible line that we both know
All right,
shouldn't have been crossed.
there is that invisible line. Definitely there's that invisible line. But my thing really is like, all right, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but don't touch me or attempt to touch me. Cause if you push me, I'ma swing on you. I ain't you should have swung on me. Don't touch me. You know what I mean? And if you swing on me, you better hit me and knock me the fuck out. Or you gonna know you been in a fight. Cause I ain't even gonna say
Yeah.
I'm the best fighter out there. You know, you might win the fight, but I promise you gonna know you been in the fight.
I, see, and that's what I always used to tell motherfuckers. Because, like, I'm a tiny dude, and I know I'm not gonna win every fucking fight. I'm
No.
fucking tiny. You know, my weight class is completely different than a 6'3" fucking 200-pound man.
Right.
Now I ain't going
Man,
back down. I ain't going back down to him
I'm gonna
because
fight dirty on you. I ain't gonna
motherfucker,
lie.
I ain't gonna play fair. Cause I'm gonna bite your ear off. I'm gonna kick you in the balls. I might bite your ankle off a little bit.
Listen,
You know
if
what
I
I'm
got
saying?
time enough, I'll take my jury off. But you know it's not coming off? These rings right here. You gonna feel all these hit you, and I promise they gonna hurt.
Damn right.
Man, I'm gonna fight
Damn.
dirty if I gotta fight, bro. Cause I mean, honestly, I'm not even in the fight no more. I used to be like with all that violent shit when I was younger, but now I'm like, I ain't even with all that, bro. I'm not trying to fight nobody. No, you go to jail for fighting. Like, no, I ain't trying to deal with all that. I ain't trying to
No,
hurt
you
you, and
can
I
you
ain't trying to
can
get
really
hurt.
go to jail behind it. And that's why I say, like, if you gonna fight guys, like, don't hit nobody until they hit you first,
Right.
shove you, push you, whatever.
Man,
Don't
always try to
don't.
de-escalate any situation with words. And if you're not able to de-escalate with words, defend yourself anyway. Defend yourself. Don't use lethal force unless you have to, because a lot of people just straight pop out trying to kill people just because somebody punch them in the mouth. And it's like, no, don't use lethal force unless you have to. Just because somebody punch you in the mouth don't mean nothing. Punch them back.
Yeah.
People get punched and
Man,
want to
I
pull out a
was.
gun. Why? Because you got punched in the mouth. You want to kill them now? Why? I've been punching them out plenty of times. I don't want to kill nobody that ever punched me in the mouth. I punched them back. It's
Right.
okay. It's okay to get
I'm
punched
gonna
in the
kill him
mouth.
now. Nah, for real. Yeah, that's really how they act now. Like, I'm gonna kill him. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Weak,
And
bro.
that
That should
shit's
be weak.
crazy. That shit's, yeah, weak. Weak as fuck.
Bro, it is
Uh,
okay to get punched in the mouth. I've been punched in the mouth. I know plenty of people that have been punched in the mouth. It's
oh,
okay.
no, and it doesn't feel good, but it's a lesson
Bro,
that
it's
I think that needs to be. It's a lesson of discipline to a boy. You know what I'm saying? When he gets in
exactly.
his first fight with a real kid or with a boy or whoever and his bullies, whoever it may be, and or you don't get into your first fight till you're a man. It doesn't matter fucking when. Your first fight is the real lesson that you learn that other men are capable of whooping your ass.
Exactly.
And and you need to watch how you move and watch how you talk to people and respect people more. And it
Exactly.
really does teach you a barrier of respect towards people. You know what I'm saying? I've been in plenty of fights in my life. Am I happy about that? No. But it has taught me a lot of lessons.
Right. Right, man. I already knew I couldn't whoop everybody just because of my brother. Because, I mean, my brother, he's fucking 6'1", like 270, 280. He a big boy. You know what I mean? I wasn't beating him growing up. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it was like, shoot, I know I can't beat everybody, but I'm going to fight. I'm going to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? You going to respect me either way. Win, lose, or draw.
Nah, absolutely. I agree with that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I might not have won the fight and shit. I might not have did good neither, but you gonna respect me for fighting.
Exactly. If you punch me in the mouth, I'm going to punch you back. Just know that.
Right.
That's all to
Damn
it.
right.
Like, I'd rather talk about it, but I'm not opposed to
If you
punching.
wanna start, if you wanna start off like that, that's how we can.
You know,
That's
I'd
how we can
rather talk
start the
about it. I am not
conversation.
opposed to punching. But nah, man,
No,
fighting not
no.
good, man. You just use words, y'all. Just use
Yeah.
your words.
Communication is key. Communication, and that goes for everything. You know, not just meeting people on the streets and shit like that. Like that goes for relationships and everything else.
For sure. Definitely that.
Communication. Because if you can't articulate your words and articulate how you're feeling and why you felt that way, it's very hard to make sense of your own feelings.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's when understanding comes in. Cause let's be real, not everybody is able to articulate their thoughts and their feelings. You know what I mean? Like some people might not have the vocabulary to do it. Some people might be too shy. You know, you got people out there that aren't talkers. You know what I'm saying? They're not able to do it like everybody else. So you have
But
to
I
approach them a
think,
different way. You know what I'm saying? When you come at them, you have to understand that and approach them a different way. Let them get it out
well,
the way
I
they
think
can.
that's when it's a learning period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You tell this person, you know what I mean? Not necessarily, hey, you've got to come to me and talk to me in the most proper way about exactly how you feel right now. You know what I mean? More so is like, take your time, ponder on just this question. What made you upset, and why did it make you upset? You know what I'm saying?
This
What and why?
that's the thing right there that I was talking about. You can't
Hmm.
ask some people. You can't just outright ask questions like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to
That's why
come at them a different way.
yeah,
Like for like some people when you talking to them, you have to kind of like it's kind of like coercion. You have to coerce them into letting it out. You don't directly ask them what's wrong and what's making them feel like that and why they feel like that. You kind of just make like regular conversation, right? And you kind of mix it in to where they tell on themselves, you know, the way that you gotta open them up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta treat everybody different because not everybody's the same. You know, like
yeah.
you might be able to come to me and say, "Hey, Trapp, what TG? What's going on, man? Why you feeling this way?" And I can come like, "Man, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. It's blue." But you might
Yeah.
go to somebody else and you be like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And they just look at you like, "I don't, like, you sure you good?" "Yeah, I'm good." You know what I'm saying? Because they can't do it articulate like I can. But if you sit down, "Hey man, what's up, man? What you got going on?" "Oh, nothing. I'm chilling." "Oh, word. Hey, you seen this on TV? You seen this on the phone?" Da, da, da. "Oh yeah, I seen that." Da, da, da. And then you just sit there and talk to them regularly, and eventually they'll open up. I guarantee you. I've done it plenty of times. It works. You know what I'm saying? You got to make people feel comfortable. Not
Yeah.
everybody's comfortable talking like that. You know what I mean? So what you have to learn that person and learn how to make them comfortable and make them comfortable, basically.
Where? I okay. I agree with that. I can understand that. I agree with that for sure. But and where would you say that you know take a lot of like your communication skills? You know, where do you get those from? You know what I mean?
Where do I get them from?
Yeah. Is that just
Uh,
natural?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, yeah, kind of natural, and then my family, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
hmm, I ain't even thought about that. It just kind of came, honestly.
Yeah. Because like I know like I feel like in my opinion I feel like it's either you know you were never communicated to when you were younger, you know, in a proper way, and so you never learned how to communicate your feelings
Hmm.
in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? So like, if your family's communicative, you know what I mean, then you'll be communicative. Like maybe it's a learned trait,
I mean,
or is
it
it
wasn't even that for me,
is
honestly.
it just a genetic trait? I'm asking. I like
Um,
you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, what I feel like it was for me,
Yeah.
God broke me down to my lowest point at a time when I was probably like 25. No, yeah, 25, 26. Because at the time, you know, I, I wasn't as my communication skills weren't like they are now. And I broke down to my lowest point to the point where, I mean, I was in the lowest hole you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, out of
Mm,
there.
mm,
Yeah, like I hadn't got to that point, and
damn.
I got out of that hole, and just me coming out of that hole just brought this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was like,
It just worked out that way.
yeah, like, cause I mean, I've always had like, I've always been good with words since a kid. You know what I'm saying? Cause I write poetry. You know what I'm saying? I did music, rap or whatever, and I write like short stories and shit like that. Like I always been good with words, but I just never talked. You know what I mean? I never told how I felt and nothing like that. But when I actually opened up for
So
the
you
first time, it was like, damn, it ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
yeah.
I see where the good come from now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Word.
just,
So did you read Good bit of books when you were a kid?
Kind of like I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of words just from like I used to read the dictionary at the SARS like a fucking nerd. Like just literally sit and look at random words, and like I would just
Yeah.
always look up a different way to say words because I would like I would want to be different than other kids, so I would want to talk different. So I was like, all right, I want to say the same thing but in a different way. So I would like look up different words and shit. And I used to like watch the Discovery Channel a lot when I was a kid. And like they would say words on the TV, and I didn't know what they mean, so I had to look them up and shit.
Word. I get that. My mama always made me, if I didn't know a word or I didn't know how to spell it, look it up
Mm-hmm.
and um, figure out synonyms for the word and different stuff like that, and
Yeah.
figure out how to spell it and pronounce it and different stuff like that. Because I was terrible at grammar, could not read at all.
I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, like I would do research on shit as a kid. Like if I found something interesting, I'm gonna fucking research it. Like I mean, not to say as a kid I would like be doing in depth research like I can now, but man, I'm gonna figure it out some kind of way.
Yeah. Now that I'm older, I think that I gravitate towards that type of thing, those type of things more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I try to read a little bit more. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Now that I'm older, but when I was a kid, I don't think I was focused on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I had a terrible, like I was terrible at reading.
I ain't gonna
My
lie. I'm not good. Like I don't like reading either for real. For real. Like I'd rather listen to an audio book than actually read a physical book. Cause like I ain't gonna lie. When I be reading, like I can read, but like after a while, like the words start running together and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, for me,
I can't sit still. You know what I'm saying? Like I like sitting still just I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I
Do
just
you
can't.
have to read out loud?
Hmm?
Do you have to read out loud?
What like in school did I have to read out loud?
No, like just in general. Like when you read, did you
Oh
have to read
no,
out loud?
no. I ain't never had to do that. I can read it like in my head, but it's just I get bored. Like don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, I could read something like, but I'm gonna read it quick. You know what I'm saying? Like people call it skimming, but I can read every word. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm only trying to read what I need to retain, the information I need to retain. So sitting and reading a book not good for me. I'd rather listen to an audio book because like hearing it, I can retain it better versus
Yeah.
me reading it. Cause like I don't know, it's just it's boring as shit to sit there and read. Like I get antsy. Like I'm like people say it's ADHD, but I'm like no, it's just not for me. I'm not interested in that shit. Let me hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, for me, I agree with that. Actually, I agree with that. I
But
can't really
I'm not
sit
no.
down nowhere
I have
and
never
read.
been diagnosed with no ADHD, but with certain shit, I cannot fucking sit still with it. I can't. Like honestly, when I be like going home on the weekends and shit, like if I ain't got nothing to do at the crib, I be fucked up because I just be in the crib like, oh my god, I gotta find something to do. I can't do this.
Nah, me too. I'm always moving, walking around, thinking about doing something more, doing something. You know what I mean? I can never sit down.
And I ain't
But
gonna lie, I feel like other activities we partake in affects that too.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
you
yeah,
know what I mean.
oh yeah. There's plenty of other actions
These,
that medication that I
for
use to help
instance,
you.
yeah. Well, I mean, I
But
don't be getting drunk though, but
I definitely agree with those statements though. But we're gonna move on to a little topic here
what's up?
about do you? I don't know if you remember. Do you know the guy Salento who
Who?
produced the song "Whip and Nene"?
Oh
The
yeah,
song
yeah, yeah,
that
the
went
little
viral,
dance. Yeah,
like 2014, 2016, or something like that.
yeah.
He was recently arrested and sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Damn, what the little dancing dude? What?
Yes.
Damn, 30 ball. What the fuck he do?
Yeah. Um, he was sentenced to 30 years after allegedly pleading guilty to voluntary manslaughter
I don't know if
and
it's alleged. You can say alleged no
aggravated
more.
assault in connection with the 2001 shooting death of his cousin.
So he was involved with killing his cousin and got 30 years?
Um,
Damn.
yeah.
Wait, when did he
He
get locked
also
up?
received a consecutive 5-year sentence for aggravated assault with deadly weapon after firing a gun at 2 other individuals. No, so he's getting locked up for trying to defend himself and his cousin from, I'm guessing, somebody
So,
coming to
so
kill.
motherfuckers, he was getting into it with somebody. He started shooting and accidentally shot his cousin. That's what it sounded like.
I guess it
Cause
says here he
involuntary
was shooting at
manslaughter.
2 other individuals. Him person Silento was shooting at 2 other individuals. Um,
But ain't involuntary manslaughter is when you accidentally kill somebody?
yeah, it is.
So
Yeah, it
he
is. It's when you
accidentally shot his
accidentally kill
cousin. That's fucked up.
shooting his cousin. So I guess it was his cousin and somebody else, and yeah, damn.
That's crazy. I didn't know that happened. Damn. How long he been locked up?
Um, this happened on June 11th.
He got sentenced June 11th?
Uh, yes.
I wonder when he got locked up, because that song came out like 2000, what, 15 or some shit?
Yeah, somewhere in that time frame. I don't know the exact date, but yeah, somewhere in that
Wait,
time frame.
nah, that song might have came out before then.
I think it was, no, yeah, I think you're right, like 2014. No, it was 2015.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2015.
yeah. It was 2015.
And you said
Yeah,
he
but
killed.
that
You
shit was
said that shit
crazy.
happened in
He got
2001.
locked up. I want to know the like complete story. I'm trying to find like the
Wait, you say
complete
he killed his cousin in 2001?
2021.
Oh, 2021. Oh, never mind. All
Yeah,
right, never
yeah,
mind.
yeah. So
Never
he
mind.
got sentenced this year.
Damn,
This happened in 2021.
30 years though. That's
And
wild.
his mugshot, I don't. You're gonna have to look it up after the podcast. His mugshot looks terrible.
He like a milk dud, ain't it?
They did him dirty, bro.
Shaved his head, ain't it?
Bro, yes.
Milk dud. Damn. Got to be
Oh,
more careful.
no hair, bro. That
Man,
shit is
see,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That street shit is fucking stupid. They tricked us with that street shit, bro. Stop trying to be street, bro. That shit is dumb. It's foolish. It leads to nothing but destruction. Like,
That's crazy. His ass from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
bro, that man was rich off one song, and now look at
Bro,
him. 30 years. He was how old? How old was
he
he?
was in he was in the Billboard Top 100s at 17.
Fuck yeah. He was 17 when that song came out.
Yes.
So that means bro, he was like 25 when he got locked up, huh? Something like that, huh? 24, 25?
Let's see.
Damn. Bro, he gonna be an old man when he get out. If he even get out. Bro, he gonna be
Nah,
in the
for real.
50s.
If he even get out. So he's 27. So in
Bro,
30
he gonna be
years,
60.
he'll be 57.
He gonna be
He'll be
60
almost
when he get
60.
out, bro. He gonna be 60
He'll
years
be
old when he
50.
get out. Was it
That's
fucking
just
worth
crazy.
it? 60,
That's
bro? Your
crazy.
whole life is gone. Your life is gone. You ain't got no life. You done
That's
made all that money for what?
crazy.
To buy some noodles? Stupid shit. Stupid shit, bro. These motherfuckers go out here and be street, the ball on the street for 2 years and then spend the rest of their life behind the wall. Can't even gotta use the money they made to buy noodles and shit. That don't even make
Yeah.
sense, bro. Like the streets is dead, bro. Just leave it alone. Best to get you a trade, find you a good woman, get right with God, and live you a good life. That street shit is dead. Not worth it, man. It's not at all. They tricked us with that shit, and I believe that shit.
Yeah.
Believe in
I
morals and traditions as a man, but fuck that street shit.
people that shit don't do that shit, man. That
No,
shit it ain't even worth it nowadays.
I ain't even know that
You
happened
get
to little boy. That's crazy.
yeah. That shit happened fucking almost a week ago, a little over a week ago.
That's just like TK. Made all that money and can't do nothing with it. Be in the street.
Yeah, that
Be in
boy
the street.
TK, he's
Stupid.
still locked up.
Bro, he gonna be in, bro, he got like 55 years, dude. He's never getting out. He not getting
That
out.
shit's crazy.
He'll be like,
All to make a hit song. And I mean, I hope all that money's going back to his books because that's my main concern.
you think? Bro, fuck
You
no,
know, where
bro.
that money going?
Yeah,
Does
they
he get that
taking,
money? You know what I'm
bro, he
saying?
ain't
Now he's
seeing
locked
that
up
money. You think he about to see all that money? Hell
because he was on
no.
the run.
Hell no. He ain't about to see that money. You said what?
Huh?
He ain't about to see that money, bro. That shit ain't going in his books. He might get some of it, but he ain't getting that shit. They about to take that. Whoever over controlling his money about to take that. Bro, he got 55 years. They taking that money. He ain't getting that. What you gonna do with it? You in prison. What you gonna do with it?
Not shit. The fucking world's gonna be fucking completely different by then.
Man, bro, he gonna be old as shit when he. Bro, that man gonna be 70, 80 years old when he get out.
Bro, he might get a early release on fucking
I hope
health
so.
problems.
I hope so. Cause goddamn, that's a long time, boy. I hope so. I don't want nobody to be in prison. I hope so though. Cause I mean, goddamn, dude. So young, whole life wasted, bro. So much potential wasted, bro. Trying to be street is
Mm-hmm.
preposterous, bro. I don't get it. I I'll say this. I ain't gonna say I don't get it because it was one point in time I was living the same life. But when you know better, bro, do better. When you get yourself in a better position, leave that shit alone.
Damn right.
Like, for it, like, bro, what do I look like trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna go get me a pack and flip it right now? For what? I make good money off a job. The fuck I need to do that for? Why take the
Yeah.
risk? Why take that risk? Why be like, oh man, I'm about to go rob this dude. For what? Why do I need to do that? I have no need to do that shit at all.
So do you think that it could be an adrenaline rush thing?
It's stupidity. Just like how I told you, fucking, you hypnotize yourself on TikTok scrolling. Motherfuckers be hypnotized by street glorification through the music and through all the media and shit. That shit hypnotize them into fucking thinking that shit's cool, and they just want to do it, no matter what.
Yeah.
They step over dollars to get pennies, and sometimes they won't even pick up their pennies. They just want the glory of doing it. Stupid shit. They just wanted to be able to say they got the stripes, they did it. To be able to say, yeah, I'm really about that shit.
Right.
They probably scared as hell the whole time. Some of them. I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them probably scared as hell all the time. But they want to be able to say, "Oh, I'm like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got this many hats. I got this many bodies." What the fuck? Okay, but you broke. So what?
But you broke.
Man, I
So
see a
what?
whole lot of dudes walking around here with hoodies on, got all kind of guns, but don't got a dollar to their fucking name. What kind of sense does that make?
Right.
And then there's motherfuckers who got money out here doing the shit that these broke motherfuckers doing. It's like, bro, you moving backwards. Like,
Nah,
I
for
don't,
real.
man, dude, I swear, dog, this shit, it blows my mind sometimes. It honestly do. It's like we living in the Matrix and these motherfuckers are just like Grand Theft Auto NPCs or some shit.
Nah,
Like,
dead ass, bro.
like no bullshit. Like, I be like, God, I don't understand it. How
Yeah,
can y'all
some
be
of the
stuck
shit
in
that
this
happens,
cycle?
I'd be like, that's not real.
I swear to God,
Bro, I still don't believe that Florida's a real place, bro.
there's a lot of places I can't believe are real place. Like Atlanta.
Bro,
Atlanta's a
bro.
weird place. I can't believe that shit's real.
Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but a few years ago, there were kids subway surfing the trains, not the sub trains, but the trains that ran on the railroad tracks up on like the bridges in New York. That would ride on top of them.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker crazy.
And jump around and shit.
Motherfucker
And
crazy.
then it got so bad that kids started falling off and shit and dying. And then that got so bad that they had to start putting posters up. The law got made that if you did that, you were gonna get sentenced to years in prison or whatever would happen to you. You had to pay a fine or whatever. Because people had kept trying to do it. Kids would keep trying to do it.
That
Keep
is
dying.
fucking stupid. They
Basically.
literally had to threaten to lock them up in jail for them not to attempt to kill themselves?
Basically.
That is the stupidest shit I ever heard. I ain't gonna lie. That is dumb as fuck. Holy shit. Golly, this happened where? In New York?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You could fix a computer, you could fix a phone, you could fix a car, but you can't fix stupid. Like, you just
No,
can't, bro.
facts.
Like, you just can't. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
You can't fix stupid.
but my
Stupid
thing is,
is
like,
just
bro, I done
crazy.
been a kid before. You done been a kid before. I would have looked at them like, shit, y'all got it. I ain't doing that shit. Hell no.
Right.
I love my life. I ain't doing that. Nope. Mm-mm.
Y'all got that shit. I live by the 50-50 rule. If there's a 50% chance I'm gonna die, I ain't doing
Not
this shit.
doing it. It needs to be 100% chance I survive.
Yeah,
Or I'm not
exactly.
fucking
Any
doing it.
discussion.
If it's a chance I might not make it, I'm probably not gonna do it, bro.
Right. Like, ain't no fucking 50-50. Fuck this shit. I'm
It
out.
needs to be no percentage, 100% survival rate, or you can
Right.
count TDG out.
Mm-mm. Ain't no 75, 88. This
Hell
is
no,
fucking,
that's too close for me. That's too close for
yeah.
comfort for me.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
We gonna have to find a way to get that
I
number
don't
up.
give a damn if it's 1%, cause guess what? I'd be the type of motherfucker that 1% happen to. Fuck no.
Right.
No sir.
Right. With my damn luck, I can't trust it.
Mm-mm. I take chances with objects, not my life.
Right. Right. Hell no. I can't gamble with my life. Money, I'll
Nah.
give up. My life, though.
They print
Fuck
money
that
to
shit.
gamble with.
Right. Right. say, say that one more time for the fellas in the back, because that was a good line.
Hey, they print money to gamble with. Don't gamble with your life. That's what they print money for. Shit.
That shit's good.
For
But
sure.
yeah, man, that shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, when I saw that shit didn't even make sense to me. I was like, you're serious?
Bro,
And I
that's
started doing my research. Y'all can research that shit and look that up and shit. But yeah, they was really running on the subway chains. Now, I got a question for you. You know who Charleston White is, right?
yeah. Who don't know who Charles White is?
Right,
Goddamn.
right.
That
Okay, so
motherfucker.
did you just see his most recent boxing match?
Oh yeah, he fought the little island boy. That
Yeah,
shit was funny.
bro, that shit was fucking
That shit,
hilarious.
cause he beat the little dude up, but neither one of them can
Bro,
fight.
neither one of them could fucking fight. You could
They
tell,
look like
bro.
they, they look like two little aliens out there fighting.
And they were scared as fuck of him. Bro,
Hey
that shit was
man, I
funny as
can't
fuck.
believe he did that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I can't believe he did that. Ah,
But he went online talking about he's doing 4 more cards for Aiden Ross, and that if anybody want to fight him, then they need to drop to his weight and wear an eye patch.
I'll fight him with an eye patch. I'll beat the shit out of
And,
Charles White.
hey, bro, I'm saying go
Hey,
for it, bro.
they dropped that check. I'll goddamn tee off on Charles White. Shit, and apologize afterwards.
I'm dead. Not for real. Facts.
Hell yeah, give me that check. Shit, I'll tee off on Charles White, but I have to tell him, hey man, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I need that money.
Right,
Your
right,
bills
right.
gotta
Hey,
get
Charleston, if
paid.
you hear this, come on, my boy.
I ain't gonna lie, they looked at so funny. I ain't gonna lie, they just looked at so funny. They
Bro, it really, that shit looked so fucking fake, bro. I was like, are they,
oh shit. I was like,
uh,
damn, boy, that's some easy money right there, boy. Please get me in the ring with. I don't give a damn if it's Charleston White or the Island Boy. Get me in the ring with either one of them.
right.
That's
I
some
was
easy
like, neither
money.
one of them motherfuckers can fight.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. 30 seconds. That's all I need. 30 seconds to fight over with.
Telling you.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. That would be the quickest check I ever got. With an eye patch. Shit. I mean, well, nah. I ain't gotta apologize for condoning violence. This is a boxing match. That's a sport.
I was about to say you signed off on that, but more than anything, I don't know if I'm gonna wear that eye patch. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I could do the eye patch.
Man, I'm fighting an old ass man who obviously can't fight. I wear an eye patch, bro. I get the handicap. It's cool. He got one eye.
Take the handicap.
He got one eye. Ain't one of his eyes fucked up? I thought one of his eyes was
I
fucked up or
guess
something.
so. I think so. I think that's why he said that, but I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I wear an eye patch, bro. I just ain't wearing an eye patch on my dominant hand. I wear it on my left. But for my right, nah, I gotta be able to make sure I hit you with that, because that's gonna put you to sleep.
Right. I gotta be able to see this hand, because I need to know
this one I gotta make sure hit.
Nah, facts. That shit fucking hilarious to me. That and then calling out and saying that he wants to do 4 more cards.
Who he gonna fight though?
Who, motherfucker?
He gonna fight OG Percy. Percy. Oh, he should fight 607. That'd be funny.
Huh?
He should fight 607. That'd be funny.
That would be fucking.
They should do it. They should do a three-way cage match with them three. Him, Charleston White, and OG Percy. That would be golden. Hey, that'll get one. That'll probably get 1 billion views. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. They're gonna take my idea. Damn,
I need some popcorn for that shit for sure.
Damn, I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. They're gonna take my idea. They're gonna make some money off it. Fuck.
They gonna get rich off your idea.
Yeah, now watch they gonna do it now. I guarantee you, watch. Man, you know what? We gonna go ahead and wrap it up off that before I give out more ideas and get somebody else rich. But hey, man, this been a Jump Around podcast. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Till the next go round. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on the grind, I'm trying to get mine. Rock black shades, thinking I'm blind. Fam said slides, well nigga, let's ride. Who got a wood? I'm trying to get high. Fuck that grand, roll up a 3-5. I don't pay these dudes no mind. Why? Cause these niggas cap all the time. You reach my chain, you must wanna die. Even before that ice I shine. Shouted bad, super fine. Hitting that hoe, but she ain't mine. Calling my phone, I hit decline. Wanna fuck with me, gotta wait in line. Trying to get rich for a bitch, no time. Trying to get rich for a bitch.